There is a new ruler in town, and she is not backing down. For the first time in more than 3 decades, a queen is in charge of Schomberg's castle. I love it, it's awesome, said 11-year-old Jacob Serrano, wearing his crown from the crowd, waving his yellow flag and declaring the scene before him revolutionary. Jacob was present last month when Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament in Schomberg debuted its new show featuring Queen Donna Maria Isabella in the lead. Before this, the lead role in the dinner theater's 35-year history has always gone to a man, the king. The updated narrative has aptly landed, if not by design, in a cultural moment of women's marches, number metal reckonings and female superheroes, something Jacob's 12-year-old brother Jeremiah also picked up on. The role reversal goes along with modern-day people wanting equality for men and women, he said. It's important for the boys to appreciate that women can hold same roles as men, said their father, Juan Serrano. The show's director, Lee Cordner, of Orlando, spent a year and a half rewriting the script for the show, which will be performed at all 9 of the chain's faux castles in the U.S. and Canada. Having just watched the premiere of the new show in Dallas, Cordner said he enjoyed hearing the audience react when the Queen defends her authority when challenged by male characters. Medieval Times Queen Alyssa O'Donnell is the first woman to be the leader of the show. Cordner, who also has performed in each of the male roles throughout his career with the show, including the King for 20 years, wanted to diverge from storylines where women have to marry to gain validation but can command authority on their own. It wasn't cultural currents that inspired him as much as the feedback he heard of the years from audiences asking for a woman to take the helm. I am proud to say I was working on this show 18 months ago, he said. We are ahead of the trend. Blazing the trail involved the creation of hundreds of handmade costumes for the cast and horses and months of learning new justing and fight choreography taught by Tim Baker, director of stunts and choreography, who has been with the show since its beginnings in Kissimmee, Florida, in 1983. While still presenting the last show, hundreds of team members and horses were training. And the actors rehearsed new lines and scenes. It took 2 months to teach the performers portraying queens to ride Andalusian stallions. Then there was the new music, written by composer and jazz pianist Daniel May and recorded in Kiev with the National Symphony Orchestra of Ukraine. And when the Queen entered the arena on horseback at opening night in Schomberg, wearing a flowing gown of gold and burgundy and a jeweled crown, the crowd erupted with shouts from the audience, especially from young girls. She demanded to be treated in the same manner as her father, the late king. She exerted her authority when necessary but in a steady and even-tempered tone. Her authority was at times challenged by the knights, but she didn't shy from reminding them she was in charge, and each time she did, the crowd cheered her on. Alyssa O'Donnell, one of 4 performers who plays the Queen in Schomberg, does not let the position of power get to her head but requires her court act honorably.